Oh, but Lieutenant Tommy, Great Britain was about ready to join the Confederacy. Don't you know that? At no point in time was Great Britain ever going to side with the Confederates. To prove this, all you have to do is look at the Trent Affair, where on November 8th, 1861, a U.S. federal military vessel goes and takes over the Trent, which is a post office boat from Britain, and then seizes 2 Confederate diplomats from the boat by force as military contraband. This is a direct act of war, and we completely shit on Great Britain's neutrality and any of their honor as a nation, as a sovereign nation. We shit on it. They had every right to go to war at that point. And you know what they did? They didn't go to war at that point. Instead, they were Lincoln, and they said, hey, dude, not cool. Lincoln went, yeah, I know, but they're diplomats, and we don't like that. And then Great Britain went, hey, we're not going to acknowledge them as diplomats. Can you please just give them back and give us an apology and we'll all call it good? And Lincoln goes, oh, well, as long as you're not going to actually look at them as real diplomats, sure, you can have them back. And that ended the whole affair. And then Lincoln didn't even apologize for the thing. And Britons were like, oh, that's okay. Oh, but Lieutenant Tommy, you're taking this very complex tragedy in situation, the Trent Affair, weeks of hostile negotiations, and you whittled it down to a minute. Yeah, I did. And yeah, at one point, Great Britain did start moving troops around in Canada, just in case. But at the end of the day, they still didn't do anything about it. They let us slide with the whole thing. We didn't even apologize for it. Make matters even worse, we continued doing this shit when we found British boats going down into Mexico with guns for the South, and we said, that's not cool, and we started seizing them. And the Crown was like, you can't do that. And we said, I thought you guys were neutral. There are guns on those boats for the Confederates. And they went, no, there's not. And then they looked at those boats and went, oh shit, there was. That's our bad. Sorry about that. And then they continued to stay neutral, not get involved in the war, because there's other things going on in Europe that took their attention away from some stupid rebel hicks that wanted to own people.